This is the 2016 Yamaha Tmax. Today I'm gonna go through a quick rundown of what I've done to my bike. So I've had this bike for almost about 4 months now. So as you can see, I've done quite a bit of stuff to my bike. Typically as a maxi scooter, I think this is one of the best in this class, and many would agree. And you know, there are a lot of things that you can upgrade and do to your bike. So today I'm going to start from the front and just tell you what I did, you know, to change for my Tmax. So the first thing I changed was actually the sports windscreen, because it's a very hot riding in this part of the world. So I think the original windscreen is great, but for local riding, because I ride in a city, I actually need quite a bit of wind when I'm riding. So that's why I changed to a shorter sports windscreen. Next thing, I actually added headlight protectors. These are actually smoked. I also added a camera. There's also a rear camera. When I'm riding locally in city riding, I have video recording footage for the front and the rear, and the angle is actually quite wide. For the front as well, you can see I added a little bit of stickers, you know, I kind of like that. And I added front sliders as well. So the front sliders, not sure how useful it is on a scooter like this, but I just added it for fun. And if you can see, I actually added in a radiator grill. So this is, I think, by Kodaskin. I have a ram mount, and on the right side I actually changed it to the ones by Dimotive, the DMV. On the sides I actually added the heavier bar ends by Reservoir, and these are the grips by Dimotive, DMV as well. So for the Reservoir bar ends, and that it actually enables you to just twist and turn on free play after you lock it in. So I kind of like that, which is why I bought it as well. This is the brake lever. I've changed it. Also, I have this crossbar, which is a 3-piece crossbar, as you can see over here. And you can actually add a lot of stuff to it. This is actually an MWUPP, which is kind of like a ram mount ripper that you can get on a Chinese shopping website, Taobao. And I actually added the original ram mount, which has a Antitheft locking system on it. And this is actually more for like my Garmin GPS if I go on touring trips. So what I changed was a fuel cap as well. So this is a press to release fuel cap, which means I do not need keys. And on the sides, I actually have also another Kodaskin Big Foot added to the side stand. And over here, for the engine guard, I also picked the DMV ones. And these are also from, I think, Kodaskin. If it's not from Kodaskin, then just some third-party CNC drilled, foot packs. I also add a engine cover, I think, of sorts. So this is also from Kodaskin. It's totally black, and I kind of like because it's a see-through, it's clear. So it's a piece of plastic. One of the better accessories that I had was to add a rear mudguard. So this rear mudguard is actually bought also from Taiwan. It costs about, I think, 70 or 80 US dollars, just to add this mudguard in. And what it does, it prevents a lot of shit from going into your engine. So on the rear, I actually added a rear slider as well. It's from Dimotive. I also added a belt pulley cover from Dimotive as well. I buy a lot of stuff from Dimotive. So on the rear, I opted for a top box. I do understand that a lot of people don't go for a top box for Tmaxes, but I think it's necessary for city riding. So I opted for the GIVI, and this is actually the V47 mono key system. This is the NNT version. So this is the rear camera. So what it does is, like, once I'm riding, if I get in any accident, I know what car behind hit me. I actually opted for the Aero exhaust system. This is a Street Thunder version because the racing version isn't legal in my country. So what it does is, for all kind of Tmax, it's always a full system when you change it. And on paper, on the website, the Aero exhaust system actually adds almost up to 8 brake horsepower once you change to a full system. What's interesting to note that is behind this engine cover, I've actually changed the entire system inside. I've changed to the Malossi Overrange Kit, which means I changed the variator, the torque spring, the clutch plate, everything, the full system inside. It's kind of different coming from an adventure bike to a maxi scooter, but I'm actually very pleased because in city riding, this is a very practical bike which balances a lot of power. So the fun thing about this bike is you get to change a lot of small little different parts, and no Tmax are actually the same because there's so many accessories to it, and you can actually personalize it to whatever you want and whatever suits you and whatever you think makes your bike looks good. If you have any questions, do leave it in the comments below. So that was a quick introduction for my 2016 Yamaha Tmax.